What is up, fellas, man? Hey, welcome home. Welcome in the building, man, the new building, man. First of all, how you guys feeling about getting back in here? Big Sam, how you feeling about getting back in the building,
Hey,
man?
man,
The new building,
yeah,
by the way.
Yeah, the new building, phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, everything is first class. It's unbelievable, but, 13 degree versus 80 degrees, I'm going to take it all day.
No doubt about it.
But no, man, just, the way Mike has put this thing together and bringing Wes back and Pat been down here in South Florida coaching these high school guys. It's just really special to be back in the building, but being able to go and learn from other organizations and coaching staffs, and now being able to come back home to our real home, which is right here in South Florida with the Miami Dolphins, man, is really special. So I'm just happy to be back. Yeah,
no doubt about it. And, you mentioned Pat still being down here. Pat, how did you feel, man, going across from Broward County, coming down to Dade, as a high school coach, doing big things the whole time? Now you're coaching with the team you play for.
Yeah, man, dream come true. Just to make that jump from the high school level all the way to the professional level. These guys have been in the pro game already, and just to get this opportunity is truly special. And, I'm gonna come in, learn as much as I can. This dude been put me through the ringer, showing me the ropes and everything, but it's an opportunity, and I know fans are starving for this team to get back to prominence. So hopefully, with our tutelage, with our teaching, we can get these guys to that level.
Yeah, no doubt. And Wes, you come back full circle. I know you worked with Coach McDaniel already, but for you to get back here down in South Florida, I know you got go visit the family out west. You can't wait to get them here. But man, how was you coming back here after your career started here as well, pretty much?
No, I mean it's a special thing. Starting out my career here, playing with these guys, and come along with McDaniel and the relationship that we've formed together, and then the type of coaching staff he's putting together, and bringing guys along like Pat and Sam, and just the dynamic that we have on this coaching staff it's really special. And I think people are going to see that, as we get this thing rolling and we start, teaching these players and adding players and, doing whatever we need to do to, win games. And that's the bottom line for us. And having competitors like these guys to coach with, and knowing the energy that they're going to bring, and being around McDaniel, and knowing his philosophy and what he believes in, and it's going to be a special deal, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, the buzz was incredible. When they were making the announcements about Wes and then Sam and then Pat, I mean, the buzz around town, the buzz around the world, the buzz in Dolphin Nation was incredible, man, because it's rare that you get former players that played at the level you guys played at to get an opportunity to come back and coach some of these new kids, these new kids on the block that they have going on, man. And so the fact that you did, Wes, get that opportunity to work with Coach McDaniel from the beginning, when he made the decision to come here, and I knew that, you were one of his potential coaches, what'd that feel like? What were you thinking when he said, I'm going to Miami, Wes, you're coming with me?
I mean, I was fired up. It was one of those deals where I was like, man, that'd be really cool if he did get it, and maybe bring me with him. And I was being able to. My family stayed back in Houston, so getting to get back to Miami, and we had a home here, and we had our kids down here, and everything else, like it's a match made in heaven. I'm just happy to be here.
No doubt. And 2-9, I know you left to go to Kansas City for a little while. I thought you never should have been able to leave. I would have never let you out of South Florida in the first place, man. But to get back here, get back home, I know the family's still here, man. How's that feel to be back home with the family?
Man, really special, and just jumping from high school, which is Pat is doing, and the same thing that I did, going to Kansas City like you talked about. But it's been a lot of hard work. But, now we've had opportunity to really dibble and dabble in other organizations. But, you cut either one of us, we're aqua and orange. And, to have the opportunity, I was still in the contract when you talk about that, Juice. And, I have to tip my hat off to Coach Reed. I place him up there very, very high, because when you're under contract, you normally don't have that opportunity to really, other teams have opportunity to interview you. But he talked to me, and it was very new to me, all of this in itself, but I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I already had a job. I was already in place. And then he called me. He's like, Sam, this is very, something that I haven't been through before. You played in Miami for a very long time. I'm going to grant you the opportunity. So for Coach McDaniels to give me the call, the opportunity, it just was really special. And I was very happy, because just we've done Finsiders for a number of years together, and we sit there, we talk about, our players and want to get our players better because we want our team to be better. And for the opportunity to come back and do it, I was all aboard. And, we have a really good group of guys, and hopefully we can just give them the knowledge that we've been able to learn since we've been playing, coaching, and all the different things, and then just put it all together and put a very good product out on the football field. And I think all the coaches that we brought in the building, that's their mindset. That's what we want to do, and that's what we're going to do. And it is not going to be easy, but guess what? We're up for the challenge every single time we stepped on the field, so we're ready for that challenge now.
Yeah, no doubt. And Pat, I know you never coached at this level, but hell, I mean, National Coach of the Year, at Heritage, winning, multiple high school national state championships. How do you feel, how did you feel when, you heard Pat that Sam got the gig, and then you were coming along as well to be a part of what's going on with the organization?
Yeah, it's funny because Sam interviewed the day before me, and then, we talked and he said he got it. So we met each other that night. So I'm calling like, damn, y'all still bring me in for an interview? So they called him next morning, met with Mike, and within 5 minutes, he said, we would love to bring you along. And like I said, it's a dream come true. I know that the buzz and all that's going to take place, but it's a bottom line business. So if we don't win, things going to change. So that's the mindset. And like I said, these fans have been starving for a winner. Haven't won a playoff game since, 2001? Yeah. When we were here.
You guys, yeah. You won the last playoff game.
So it's good to be back home around, familiar surroundings. And like these guys mentioned before, man, Mike's put together a wonderful coaching staff, and hopefully we can get this thing rolling.
Now, all you guys are great players. Now, what makes you think that makes you great coaches? I mean, that's hard to do sometimes. You guys have had coaches that never played the position, and I know that that's a huge factor in what makes you so good and able to talk to these guys, and I always use the analogy that there's theory and there's reality. In theory, you're supposed to do this on the football field, but the guys that have played it know the reality, how things change. Wes, how do you feel about the fact that how were you able to relate to players, say for example in San Francisco, because of your experience on the field?
I think it's no different than when you're a team captain or anything else. You want the best for your team, and you want the best for your teammates. And so it's always pushing them to another level. And so, how do we do that? Well, first off, it's the relationships that we build. And it's with the players, it's with the coaches, it's everybody working together and understanding that it's a team sport. And we all have to work together and pull on the same rope. And I think putting together a good staff and building those relationships with the players, and then understanding, for me, I think when I first started out was I wanted to teach them everything right off the bat. And it's not necessarily like that. And I think we can overcomplicate things at times, and really just kind of give them that baseline deal. Hey, this is the coaching point, all right? You get to here, all right? And then, all right, they get that look, and maybe it's a different look next time, and we coach off it, and maybe we show examples on the next clip of, all right, this is how I want you to do it.
And I know Coach joked about some one-on-ones, you know what I mean? Starting off with you guys doing some one-on-one, and that's that competition you always think about that makes everybody better. I talk about my career where I was worried about working against Troy Vincent and J.B. Brown. Then I had to deal with you two later in my career when I was an old man. Y'all kept putting your hands on me. You know what I mean? So at the end of this, we're going to go 2-on-2, me and Wes versus you two. You know what I mean? And we got to find – and Danny, I think, is in the building somewhere. We got a quarterback. I'm going to let Wes be on the point, though, and I'm going to be the motion guy so you can get up off me a little bit.
That ain't my forte, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Now later days, Jules, me and you became quarterbacks, so
that's right.
Let them go at it, and we'll throw the ball.
That's right. I couldn't get on Pat's flag football team because he's a quarterback. I want to be quarterback. I said, Pat, you a DB and you younger than me, man. You know what I mean? Sam, when Coach came in the first day and he was touring the facility, I saw him walking down the hall, and he mentioned a few names. One of them was Sam Madison. Saw the picture up on the wall, man. Did you see that clip? And then how did that make you feel about, how he felt about you as a player? And then, obviously now you're on staff with him.
Yeah, well, I haven't really seen the clip, and, the guys were telling me about it. But, playing at a high level here, and, we had opportunity to come and play here in the stadium in the Super Bowl, and, just watching the guys, my current players, they're walking through the facility, they're seeing me on the wall and going into the meeting room and all of those different things. It makes you feel good, but there was a lot of work that was put in, to grant those type of things. But, again, it's the little small details. It's the everyday things. And you guys talked about it as well. Those are the things that we're going to try to bring to our players now, the little small detail that Wes talked about, not only on the field, in the classroom, but real life situations to help these guys grow. So just to be able to have those things, and for Coach McDaniels to sit there and talk about those things, right, and then deliver to us for bringing us in, we got to get our players to understand the same and be on the same page. So it's going to be fun, and it makes you feel good to be able to walk into this facility and see yourself up on that wall, but knowing that, it's going to take a little bit more buttons being pushed here and there, the same as Mel Phillips, who played 19 plus years and coached myself and Pat and giving those details. And that's what I took from Coach Mel, and that's what I took to Kansas City and gave to my players, and that's what I'm going to take now and get to our players here to get them over that hump, but to being the best that they can be each and every week and every day.
When I was looking at, talking to you guys, I was like, there's a couple guys in this organization that have always been synonymous with each other. Most of them are like Duper and Clayton. But now we hear Pat and Sam, Sam and Pat all the time. Yeah. And you guys were two of the guys, honestly, that at one point kind of changed the game at corner. I know Tam, we joked a lot of times on our, when you're talking about 10 on 10. And then Pat was inside or outside, Sam's like, you guys got the rest of these guys. I got my guy. You guys do what you got to do. So talk about how you got guys like, Xavier Howard, and you got Byron Jones, and you also got like guys like Nick Needham and Trill Williams, and all these different guys, and you got your safeties that are incredible, Brandon Jones and Javon Holland. You guys got incredible secondary. What can you guys together, when you've got the corners that you have, the nickel and slot guys you have, what can you guys teach them together as how you guys work together?
Yeah, just putting that work in, man. And I think it all starts with fundamentals. Start with fundamentals and grow from there. Be a student of the game, like these guys said. Be professional about it, and know that you're going to be the strong point of the defense, and take it up on your shoulder to come out there each and every Sunday. Not only Sunday, but doing practice. Mm-hmm. Practice the right way. Mm-hmm. Develop great practice habits, and I think that'll carry over to the game. But like you said, there's talent back there. There's talent. It's up to us to get it out of them and be consistent with it. Consistency wins in this league. So if we can get this out of these guys, it's going to be special, especially doing it at a place like Miami.
And then you talk about that, you got to build a relationship, man. From the first day that Pat came here, man, our relationship, our bond became strong. Calvin Jackson passed it on to me. Guess what? As soon as Pat came in, I passed it on to him. These guys got to understand, like, this is a family. You know how strong that this alumni association is and all of that. And just getting them to understand and know, like, bro, we're family. We're together. We just got to build that bond, just like Wes talked about.
Yeah, it's amazing because I know how the DBs, kicked it together, when you guys are playing together. But I think it also helps you perform better as teammates out there. If you can go out and break bread with each other, hang out the way you guys hung out, then you got each other's back on the football field. And Wes, same thing with wide receivers. I think that's important. Is it important for you to have these guys hanging out more away from the building, just like you guys did? Because, you got to learn that other side of your players as well.
Yeah, because it comes down to communication. Like, I've always been the loud one.
What? Out of here, Sam. Not 2'9".
It could be 80,000 people out there screaming, but because we were always together, communication on the field, during plays, after plays, you know, if you have that bond off the field, you can go to one of your other teammates and like, guys, this is what we got to get done. This is how you got to make this happen. And you got to have quick decisions, but you got to have that continuity on the field just like you do off the field. So if I'm sitting here, I'm screaming and saying this, you know my voice, you know what I'm trying to portray to you, and then we got to go out there and get it done. So, yeah, it's going to be situations where, you know, on Fridays we were together with our own meetings away from the coaches and getting everything that we need to get down together so when we go out there on the field and we can execute at a high level, no matter what the coaches throw out there, no matter what the game plan opposing team is going out there and trying to execute against us, we know how to communicate on the field because we are the coaches on the field. So having those veteran players, knowing exactly what to do, and then going out there and being able to execute and get the little details done to a T so you can go out there and make a play.
Yeah. And I think you got to be football guys. You got to love football, and that comes with a lot. But you got to love the game. I can remember plenty of times, you know, we're not playing, but we watching football, and me and Sam will call each other. Look, you see this and that, you know, and he, like he said, it carries over in the game when we're in cover 4, but we see it a certain way, and we can switch it on our own amongst players. Because at the end of the day, we're the one who's playing the game.
Yeah, and Wes, you know, you right now you guys are buddies because you're on the same coaching staff. But you know how it gets to be when it's offense versus defense. You know, and you got Loud Sam. You know, you got Pat keeps it quiet at times, man. Are you ready to yell at these dudes, man, when they're holding your wide receivers?
Nah.
When Sam's talking trash the whole time, you know, about his DBs, you know?
I'll probably be yelling at my wideouts a little bit more, but hey, don't let them hold you. Right? Let's go. Like, you're gonna get held in the game, man. Let's go. So, but if we cook them one day, I mean, yeah, there's definitely gonna be some trash talking like that. That's us, man. I think the players feed off that, and I think it excites them. Like, you know, I've been other places where, you know, the DB coach, like, I didn't feel comfortable with that, you know,
right.
And I feel comfortable with that, you know, because I know Sam's going to do it at some point, so we'll be ready for it.
Yeah, I've seen some coaches come out and speed TDs, man, because they think they can still get it done, man. Anybody planning on wearing cleats out there?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm always strapped.
Always,
stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can still backpedal and brake on balls?
Yeah, I can do all that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pat, you still got it in you?
Absolutely.
And I know Wes within any type of space can run routes still, right?
No, I just have my cleats on. I ain't say I can do that I did in the past.
It's going to be way more holding this time around, Wes.
Y'all better bring a vice.
Man, hey, Wes, talk about that, man. I mean, you guys were able to put your hands on guys a lot more back in the day when you played, and I know some guys still get it done, but now, you know, you have to teach a different style kind of how you guys play. You guys are more hands-on, so how's your coaching style to change from your playing style?
Well, not really, you know, and I remember what was that, Pat, 99? Like, you know, at the league come in and put on the film, like, and it was every play.
Wasn't it?
But every 5 years the league comes in like no more holding, and then about a year or two later it's back to holding. Like, I mean,
and Juice, we're going to do it. I mean, we're going to be up there. You still have your 5 yards. You still have an opportunity to get hands on, and that's what we're going to teach. That's what JB likes to do, Coach Boyle, and that's our mindset. That's always been our mindset, no matter if we were playing coaching 7-on-7, coaching youth football, all those different things. That is what we're going to do. They give you that 5 yards. We're going to push to the max, and it comes in practice, like no pulling the jersey, because in all of those different things, Juice, you already understand, those things, it creates injuries, right? Hamstring problems, all of those different things, but yet still you don't want to create bad and teach bad habits. Right. So when I see it, try to correct it. We're going to be up in your face. That's what JB likes to do, and that's what we love to do, and that's what we're going to coach, and we're going to coach it at a high level. And guys going to have to just clear their mind, understand exactly how we're going to be coming, and we're going to be in there. We're going to be doing them, showing the correct way, but you have to go out there and handle the little small details. You
going to throw in some old Pat and Sam film on them, or are they going to have to learn it from somebody else?
Them things might be in black and white.
Reel to reel.
The cassette. The cassette tape. The VCR. We need a VCR.
Let me show you all something.
Wes, you're the one obviously that has the most familiarity with Coach. What can we expect, offensively? What kind of attitude will we have? What kind of philosophy do you think we'll have?
Well, I think if you've seen us in the past, we in San Francisco and other places he's been, the way we run the football and the way the offensive line comes off the football, the outside zone and everything like that, the way we teach it, the way we attack it, it is super detailed. And the way we're going to practice is going to be fast, really fast, coming off the ball, attacking type style, hit you in the mouth type of deal, but hitting you in the mouth with great technique. It's going to be fast, it's going to be hard hitting, and we're going to be coming off the ball.
Yeah, I like that. I love hearing that, man. Before I let you guys get out of here, man, we'll talk just one final question for each of you. Like, what was your fondest memory as a Miami Dolphin?
It's really like the relationships I've made. Like, it's been really cool, and having these guys come back, and Joe and Charlie and Troy Maurer,
still
and like,
in the building,
it's really cool. Like just coming back and seeing all those people, getting to see you again and everybody. So it's that's always the cool part for me.
Yeah, no doubt. Pat?
Yeah, probably the last playoff win, against Indy.
Yeah.
When Lamar scored in the overtime, and we thought that we'll do that every year. But it doesn't happen like that, and just the relationships you gain over the years, and able to cultivate those relationships, the relationships you have with the fans, and you still see some of the fans today still at the game, still supporting their team. So, like I said, man, I think we have the right nucleus to get this thing where it needs to be. And I know Coach McDaniel is going to do his job well and get this thing back to prominence.
Yeah. 2-9.
Well, 97, 98, it was a stretch there where we made the playoffs every single year. But the one that really sticks out to me, and I always hold it at very high regard, was we won the AFC East. We were out there, remember,
in New England.
Yeah, we were in New England. We closed that old stadium down.
Yeah.
But just the whole concept and everything that happened with that, it felt really good to be a champion. And having the opportunity to win that AFC, and you holding that hat and that T-shirt up, it felt really good. So, that was always something that I took pride in. Actually, I still have the T-shirt. I kept it, but wanting to get back to that, and have an opportunity to go other places, do it, and knowing that feeling. Just want to get back to that feeling again.
Yeah, Wes, how many T-shirts do you have?
Yeah, he got hold.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? He can't even count, right?
I ain't got the one that counts yet.
Right, we need some more T-shirts.
I ain't got the one that counts yet.
That's right.
Need some more.
That's right. Now we want to hear some more of those stories on the fish tank. Now we've already had Pat and Wes in the fish tank, man. So we're going to get you in next, man. And fellas, really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Welcome home, man. And I'm excited, man. You know me. Ever since I retired, I've been the biggest Dolphin fan. Me and Pat, we sit in games and we critique things. We watch games a lot differently, man. But it's so good to have you fellas back in the building, with these young guys, man, and doing what you did on the field. Now you get to, give it to these guys, man. So I'm excited to be back, that you guys are back, man. So welcome home, fellas.
Thank you.
I appreciate
you guys for coming out.
Appreciate it.